I'm here in Saratoga Springs to visit Universal Preservation Hall and get a look at dinosaurs in motion.
Universal Preservation Hall is a brand new, world-class performing arts and community events venue right in the heart of downtown Saratoga. We completed a $14 million restoration on the building in February of 2020. We're really proud to still have this building standing because in the year 2000, this building was condemned and it was slated for demolition. It was actually then called the Universal Baptist Church. The congregation got put out, and it was at that time a group of people from Saratoga, led by Jeff File and Tom Lewis, joined forces with the church and raised the money to stabilize and salvage the building. UPH went through some really hard times, but we managed to keep it going through the years. I came on the board in 2006, and in 2009 was made board president during the recession, which was kind of a hard time to try to raise money, but we kept it going. And in 2012, we were about to close the doors on the building, and in a last-ditch effort, I had heard about a man named Philip Morris from Proctor's. So I called him just to ask for some advice to see if we could possibly, he could tell me something to do that would help us keep this building open. And it was at that time he told me that they knew about our building, they were thinking of branding themselves regionally, and that they wanted to come up and look at it, which they did. And they fell in love with it. How can you not? There's a lot of work done to this space because now, as you can see behind me, our main performance space is a theater in the round that seats 700. So structurally, we put a lot into this building, but also we hung a beautiful grid of all LED lights and moving lights and sound. We have a 24-foot movie screen that comes down. We have heat, we have air conditioning, we have an elevator. After putting years into this building, blood, sweat, and tears into this building, we were so excited to have our opening night on February 29th of 2020. We were standing room only, it was a packed house, and we opened with Rosanne Cash and her band, and she was just fabulous. We were able to do 7 shows after that. We had Chris Bode, the wonderful jazz trumpeter who rocked this hall. It was wonderful. We had comedian Louis Anderson. We had a jazz evening. We even had, on a Sunday afternoon, we had an acrobatic circus on our stage, which was wonderful. And then just 10 days after opening our doors, the world kind of came to an end and we had to shut down. But it's okay, we're back, and we have managed to keep the building going throughout the pandemic. Our original programming was never to do music in the summer because there's enough music around here, right? We wanted to do something that nobody else has done, like bring unusual exhibits to Saratoga and to really help the economy and to help our downtown thrive. So this year we decided to turn it up a notch, and we have Dinosaurs in Motion, where art and science meet. And this is an amazing exhibit that is delighting everybody.
How do you go wrong with dinosaurs? This one was a challenge for us because obviously it's a bit of a square peg in the round hole here. When you saw two giant tractor trailers pull up to this place, and we're trying to figure out how to fit things this size through the front door or the loading doors, there was challenges to it, but it was an exciting challenge. I think for me, some of the most fun we have is overcoming how to make things like this work in spaces like this.
My favorite dinosaur is the American crow that's downstairs. They're all made out of recycled metal and other parts. And the work that the sculptor put into this and the detail and the accuracy is pretty amazing. And they move, or you move them. They're very interactive. So kids that come in, they get to learn biomechanics, they learn kinetics, they're learning all these kind of STEM-related topics, which is really kind of wonderful in a hands-on way. I think the future is very bright for Universal Preservation Hall. We will start programming our music again in November, and I don't know exactly what's coming up, but what I do know, and I'm very excited for, as a matter of fact, I'm like laser focused on it, is Saturday, November 20th is the actual 150th birthday of this building, and it's going to be our second opening night and a big birthday bash for the building, so we're really excited.